Middays, we are live from the East Mississippi Community College Communiversity for the big job fair, and joining us now is Dr. David Campbell, the executive director of the East Mississippi Community College Communiversity. Dr. Campbell, good to see you again, sir.
Good to see you. Welcome.
Big day today. So I think you just got a report on the number who have come through for the job fair today. Tell us about that.
All right. Yes, we're excited. We've had 400 come through so far. That was compared to 270 something last year for the whole event. So
that's incredible.
Definitely increased.
That's incredible. And it looks like we got more employers here today than we did last year, which is also impressive. I mean, so we got this place filled up.
Yes, we have seen over the last year definitely an increase in interest by our industry and participating here at the Communiversity. So this is good.
Well, and the fact that they are here and set up and investing their time and treasure to be here today, I think it shows that they like the product, the talent that comes out of the Communiversity.
They do. Yes, they do. They're all partners with us. So we work closely with our industry here. So, and I do want to mention before I forget.
Yeah.
We're here till 1 o'clock, so you still have time.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. and we just had Mr. Goodman from the Packard engine plant just up the road here talking about how successful this event is for them, and they're looking to grow, expand. I mean, they're less than a mile up the road. A very impressive company, great pay, great benefits, and folks are retained there, which means that they stay for a long time as an employee, which means they must be treating them right.
Yes, it's a great place to work.
It's incredible. So how important do you think it is, Dr. Campbell, the Communiversity, just to the overall economy of the Golden Triangle area? And, of course, it extends beyond that for the rest of Mississippi as well.
Yeah, I think it's vital. It is one of the big attractions for companies who are looking to move here. The Link, obviously, they work with us, and they bring companies who are interested in moving here to tour and look at the facility, and they're always very interested. Many of the companies who are expanding or opening here specifically mention the Communiversity and how important it is to them. It's just a great place where everybody comes together, just like the name, Communiversity. It's a community place where everybody comes together to help train people in the technical skills they need to be employable. And so everybody works together, whether it's government or whether it's economic development offices or whether it's our local industry, regional industry, whether it's Mississippi State or any nonprofit. They all come together here and we work together to help train people.
How's the enrollment been the last couple of years?
Well, we have different sectors that we house here at the Communiversity. Of course, we have our credit programs where they come in, they get an associate of applied science degree, typically 2-year students. Those we're running about 240 a semester in those. But then we have all of our customized training for companies as well as our pre-employment training that we do through Workforce. And since July of 2022, this past July to now, we've had a little over 1,000 people that we've trained. Then we have our WIN Job Center here as well, definitely over 1,000 served there. At the Communiversity itself, we have had over 8,000 visitors since July to come in. So it's definitely important to the community and to Workforce.
Share with us, if you will, examples of some of the courses that a student would complete here.
We have our mechatronics program, which is one of the areas that all of the companies are always looking for people to come with that training, because those are the individuals who keep the lines running.
Sure.
They troubleshoot, problem solve, repair any of the equipment, because a lot of the equipment today is automated, and so you've got to have those technicians who know how to do that. And so mechatronics is a big program. We have our CNC machining program. It's a big program that's vitally needed in the area as well. So we've got electrical programs as well. So anything that has to do with manufacturing, we pretty much offer that here.
I seem to recall last year I saw a lab that had a lot of networking gear in it as well,
yes,
right? So
we
you do some training there, yeah.
IT is important. That was moved in here this past year as we try to bring all of the programs that help promote Industry 4.0 technologies, which is where all of the equipment in a company is connected together and communicates. So if there's a bearing in a machine that's about to go out, it communicates that. It
Right.
can also order the part, schedule when it gets repaired. So everything's communicating. So you need technicians who are familiar with that as well. So IT is a part of that. So all of that we've been trying to locate here in the Communiversity to promote Industry 4.0, and then we're actually looking at 5.0 now, which includes further technology, which we're going to be adding 2 great advanced technical programs here at the Communiversity. I can't say what they are yet. We're going to have a big announcement pretty soon that will put us ahead in Mississippi, in particular this area, and the training that we provide. So we're excited about that, and that's a partnership with Mississippi State. So.
The first time that I visited and observed the Communiversity was last year, as I think I shared with you then. And I felt then, as I do today, that this ought to be the model that we replicate. This seems to me like the template that we should be replicating across our state. Do you get contacted about that? Does that get discussed?
Well, the community colleges in Mississippi are responsible for workforce development.
Sure.
That's kind of how it's been done. And each community college is different. Their district is different. I've worked at, counting this one, I've worked at 3 now.
Okay.
So every one of them is very different. So this particular format may not work as well, say, in a community college that has a large geographical area.
I see.
Where they, one place, it's not as accessible by everybody when
Yeah.
they have to drive a long ways. But it works really well where your counties are more condensed and people can access the facility. But the model itself and what we do here, yes, we get contacted about what we do, and they can replicate it in their own way.
Sure.
It may not be in a nice fancy building like this one.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it's impressive.
But the services are what's important, the training that's being done.
Anything in particular as we wind down this legislative session that you feel like that the Communiversity or the community colleges in general need from our lawmakers and government in Mississippi?
Well, you're getting me into an area I don't normally delve into too much. But, I think the legislator, from what I understand, has been very kind to us and working with us this year, helping with, obviously, with the pay of community college staff and faculty. Has kind of fell behind a little bit over the years. So I think they're trying to help with that. Of course, anything with workforce is always important for the whole state. So any support we can get there. So.
Yeah, well, I can certainly just speak from a personal perspective, working in economic development in my home county of Madison County. I mean, it's always top of the list. I mean, if you ask for the top 3 things, it's workforce. Right. It's 1, 2, and 3 from prospective employers or organizations looking at commissioning a project, investing in a project in an area. That's what they look at more than anything.
Right. Yeah, you've got to have the technicians, the people that can run the factories now.
Yeah.
It's not like it used to be. You can walk in them now, they're extremely clean, and sometimes you wonder, where are the people?
Yeah,
and,
high tech.
Yes.
Everything's automated, as you indicated. Of course, everything relies on the underlying network to keep everything connected and communicate. The machine-to-machine communication, and machine-to-human communication.
Yes.
So, and that's what keeps all that going. Well, how's the overall health of the community college environment in Mississippi right now? How would you rate that?
I think it's in great shape. It's the people that are the biggest. I think the biggest thing the community colleges have going for them are the personnel, the faculty and staff that work, the people, because they always have a can-do attitude, and they do the best with what they've got, and focus on training and learning for the people.
Yeah.
So, and that tends to be the focus at community college. That's been my experience over the years, and it still continues.
Yeah.
I think there's strength, and as long as we focus on that, think that's important.
Tremendous asset for the state of Mississippi. Dr. Campbell, congratulations on all your success here in the big job fair and this community and all the work you do to keep the Mississippi economic engine rolling. Appreciate that, sir.